Our team predicted home values from Yelp reviews. We were inspired by studies on the increasing cost of housing in U.S. cities. Following that, we wanted to test if people were also experiencing day-to-day increases in the cost of living, so plotting complaints about restaurant prices against how much homes were selling for in each zip code was a great way to measure that. This study is important because it adds to existing literature on how businesses affect local home prices, which in turn affects our abilities to live in certain neighborhoods. The datasets were provided as links on Yelp and Zillow's websites. Yelp's was an 8.5 gigabyte JSON file that had 7 million reviews. Zillow's was a 4 megabyte CSV of median home sale prices for 400 zip codes over several years. The first thing we did was do a sentiment analysis of the Yelp reviews in Python. This was done using the TextBlob NLP library. This is important because we didn't have labeled data, but TextBlob compensated for that by offering a built-in naive Bayes sentiment analyzer that was already trained on movie reviews, and this translated well enough for our needs. The specific algorithm we use can be described as cleaning, filtering for reviews mentioning price, finding the proportion of positive and negative sentiments, and classifying them. This portion of the experiment was turned into the Sentiment Explorer, which you can see here. The second part was mapping out home values. This involved making Tableau map prototypes and then translating them into our D3 Geographic Explorer. We had to check our approach here because in our experiments we discovered some zip codes did not have many Yelp users, which created a data scarcity problem that eroded how effective our model was. So the remaining cities are ones with a lot of Yelp users. After finishing the map, we determined whether there was a correlation between the reviews and home prices in each city. The way we did that was by performing a Pearson correlation analysis on 3 models using NumPy. Each model tested the best combination of measures, and each measure was chosen because it was suggested that they would be correlated with rising home values. You can experiment with these measures on these neighborhoods here for yourself. For our final correlation analysis, we focused on Arizona since it has a lot of users. We found a strong correlation between the number of businesses and home values, and that correlation became 1% stronger by factoring in the measure for negative reviews. In the additional univariate analysis, we also found that the count of negative sentiment reviews can be predicted for housing price. In terms of how our approach compares to other methods, the Glaser study explored how adding businesses, particularly Starbucks, to an area affects home values, but this study did not make a visualization dashboard. Moreover, NLP has been used to analyze comments in the past. That said, our approach is fairly new. We use data that didn't exist at the time of many other studies, so by virtue of that data set, we expanded on the conversation in a way previously not possible. Additionally, the dashboard adds the ability to see the economic climate of these cities over time. Given how specific our topic was, we expect to be one of the first D3 visualizers to explore this using these data sets. If anyone is interested in expanding on this study, we recommend training your own classifier and seeing how the accuracy compares. Thank you.